Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to see what if every NBA superstar returned to the team that drafted them. So I did this last year, but I did it with every single NBA player, so all the rosters ended up looking crazy. Really, the point of this video is to see just like how great certain NBA teams could be if they would have stuck with the players that they ended up drafting. So I did this for the top 50 players in the NBA. I thought those would be, you know, obviously the best guys out there. Keep in mind as we do this video, there are going to be, you know, occasions. A prime example is Lauri Markkanen is not a top 50 player in the NBA, so he's still on the Chicago Bulls. So people are going to be like, well, he was part of the Jimmy Butler trade. Now Jimmy's back on the Bulls. So we are going to play some make-believe and pretend that this is just a different bitch-ass universe where all this stuff just worked out and Lauri Markkanen was meant to be a Chicago Bull, guys. So we're doing this for the top 50 players. If you guys do want me to do this for every single NBA player again, let me know in the comment section below. But I thought this would be kind of a good way to kind of like look at some of the mistakes probably of NBA franchises. Let's go ahead and check out all these teams real quick. So as far as the 76ers go, obviously, man, they got Drew Holiday out there. He's a great addition to this team. I actually wish they would have stuck with him out there. But of course, you know, he ended up, I believe, getting traded down the line. I don't know if he was traded or if it was a free agent sign. I don't quite remember that whole ordeal. Milwaukee Bucks, their team is looking exactly the same. Chicago Bulls, this team actually looking hella nice, guys. We got Jimmy Butler, Marcus Aldridge, Lauri Markkanen, and Jabari Parker out there. So that's a nice little team out there for them. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers getting LeBron James and also Kyrie Irving back. So yeah, Colin Sexton might either be a backup point guard or maybe I'll try Kyrie at the shooting guard position. Boston Celtics team, I mean, I don't want to say they're looking exactly the same because they're not, man. They lost a lot of talent out there. So hopefully Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, both two really good draft picks, can carry this squad. We got the Clippers with Flake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, Lou Williams, Danilo Gallinari, and Patrick Beverly, Kyle Lowry, Kevin Love, and Mike Conley. Yes, guys, Kevin Love was drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies, then traded to the Timberwolves on draft night for, I believe it was OJ Mayo, who is not in the NBA anymore. Also, if I do mess up one of these guys, let me know in the comment section below because I'm sure there's probably one where I probably just messed up. Atlanta Hawks, Al Horford back on the team with Trae Young at the Miami Heat. Team looking the same. No, it's not Whiteside, though. Charlotte Hornets, y'all added on Tobias Harris. I feel like him with Kemba Walker could actually do some pretty crazy things in the Eastern Conference. Utah Jazz, Gordon Hayward, Ricky Rubio, Joe Ingles out there. Sacramento Kings. This team's looking crazy, man. DeMarcus Cousins, Hassan Whiteside was actually drafted by this team in the second round. Never really played at all. And then I decided to go with Marvin Bagley at the small forward position. So all three of those guys can play together, but the spacing is not going to be ideal. But it's all good, man. It's all good. New York Knicks. Team looking pretty much the same out there. We got the Los Angeles Lakers. Marc Gasol, who was part of the trade that actually sent Pau Gasol to the Lakers. Originally, the rights of Marc Gasol. Also, Kwame Brown, I believe, was part of that trade. So, yeah, man, it's going to be Marc Gasol, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma doing some things. We got the Orlando Magic with Victor Oladipo, Aaron Gordon. Dallas Mavericks team looking the same. Brooklyn Nets, I mean, they've had draft picks in the past 73 years, guys. So, yeah, nothing too crazy with that. Denver Nuggets, this team is going to be good, man. Y'all got Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Gary Harris, Paul Millsap, and Jamal Murray. For the Indiana Pacers, Kawhi Leonard, of course, was drafted by this team, then was sent to the San Antonio Spurs in a George Hill trade. You also have Paul George. So, yeah, I mean, that's going to be a nice little 1-2 punch. We got the Pelicans with Chris Paul being added to that squad. We have the Detroit Pistons. Chris Middleton, this one still hurts me to this day, almost as much as Aaron Aflalo when he was traded away to. Both those guys, man, were just great players. And no, Chris Middleton actually hurts more. Toronto Raptors, you have DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka, Valanciunas. Houston Rockets team, I guess I want to say very depleted because, like, Eric Gordon's not bad. PJ Tucker's okay. Capella out there. San Antonio Spurs, I did not know Dragic was actually drafted by this team, but he was, man. So, yeah, he is going to be the new point guard of the squad. We have the Phoenix Suns, team looking the same. OKC Thunder. Yes, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook adding on Steven Adams. This team might just win it all. We got the Timberwolves, of course, Zach LaVine being added to the squad. And also, y'all kind of are the Towns. Portland Trailblazers looking like this, pretty much the same. Golden State Warriors, y'all lost Durant. Washington Wizards looking like this. And yeah, man, that's it. So, let me know in the comment section below, which of these teams do you think is going to be the best? I'm going to say it's going to come down to probably the Thunder and the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. In the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't know, man. I'm going to say probably the Pacers with having Paul George and Kawhi Leonard on the same team. Maybe even the Chicago Bulls. That team was looking pretty dang decent. But no, man, the team I want to follow is going to be the OKC Thunder. So let's get going with this simulation. I want to know from you guys in the comment section below, like, out of all these trades, you know, or maybe just like think about your favorite team all time. What trade or draft trade or whatever down the line, man, do you regret the most? I know the Nuggets, it's got to be probably, you know, getting rid of Donovan Mitchell and also Rudy Gobert, although, you know, the Nuggets are looking pretty damn good out there. And as of right now, it seems like the Utah Jazz are maybe potentially hitting a little bit of a sophomore slump. I just kind of feel like that with, you know, Donovan Mitchell as of right now to making this video. Guys, give me 1 second. I got to go through and do all this bitch-ass G League stuff. And I guess also LeBron James, Kyrie Irving on the Cavaliers. So it's like, yeah, they obviously have a chance to get into the finals, man. Let's just say they've done it, you know, once or twice before. Cavalier fans, I have an interesting question for you. Do you guys feel like sad these days about your team, just like knowing like where your team is at? Or do you just feel like, okay, it was our time, you know, we had LeBron James for many years, we had Kyrie Irving for a few years too, we got ourselves a championship, we're happy, it's time to rebuild. I mean, you know, losing your star player like that, LeBron James and Kyrie before, probably does not feel great. But I don't know, I'm just curious where the mindset of the Cleveland Cavaliers fans are. 'Cause I know as a Detroit Piston fan, once the you know, the 2004 Pistons started breaking up, I didn't care, man. Like, part of me was ready for a change, and then I regretted it as soon as we got Allen Iverson, Chauncey Billups, and then part of me was like, you know, I miss my team a lot, and I still miss that team to this day. So I guess what other things should we talk about, man? Gordon Hayward on the Utah Jazz. It would have been cool if he would have stayed on that team, because like Donovan Mitchell, Gordon Hayward, and Rudy Gobert, that would have been something special out there. It seems like Gordon Hayward, as of right now, is not quite fitting in with the Boston Celtics. I even heard stuff going on where he was saying he was going to come off the bench. And I don't think it's because Gordon Hayward's a bad player. I just don't think people really thought how great Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were going to be. But that's what it is, man. It's like Gordon Hayward got that big, huge, was it a max contract or pretty dang clear note, near it. He got that max contract, went down with a horrible injury. And then that's how the NBA is, man. It's savage out there. Where like he got his spot taken away by another NBA rookie by a NBA rookie and Jason Tatum that just, you know, took the moment, seized it, and played great basketball. So I don't know, man. I feel like Gordon Hayward still has something to bring to the table. I just don't know if it's with the Boston Celtics anymore. But yeah, looking at the records of this team, we have the 55-26 for the OKC Thunder. So y'all tell me Russell James and Kevin Durant is only going to get 55 wins. I'm going to say like 63 at least. But at the same time, who knows? Like, if James Harden stayed on that team, would he have become MVP James Harden? Probably not. He probably would have been the third option, right? We got Stephen Curry again, MVP still on the Golden State Warriors. Trae Young, Rookie of the Year. Julius Randle as sixth man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player. Jaylen Brown, Most Improved. Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year. Here is the All-NBA First Team. See, we got a player switching out here. No, I guess we got LeBron James on the Cavs. All-NBA second with DeMar DeRozan on the Toronto Raptors. A little too soon for that. James Harden also of the OKC Thunder. DeMarcus Cousins of the Kings. And then we got All-NBA 13 with Kevin Durant making that. Kyle Lowry on the Memphis Grizzlies. How many points did he average, guys? 20 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, shot 45% from 3. This dude's got a 92 3-point shot in 2K now. And then we got Jimmy Butler back on the Chicago Bulls. Bulls fans, do you miss Jimmy Butler at all? Let me know that in the comment section below. Here's the rest of the awards for you guys all to see. And yeah, so playoffs, we do have Toronto, Washington, Atlanta versus the Pacers. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's only good for the 5th seed. We got LeBron and the Cavaliers only as the 3rd seed against the Detroit Pistons. And the Chicago Bulls, I said that team was going to do well going up against the Boston Celtics. OKC and the Clippers, Minnesota, Denver, Sacramento, New Orleans, and Golden State and the Los Angeles Lakers. And that Lakers team, I guess they added Marc Gasol, and that was it. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out, I guess, let's go through player stats. I'll just scroll through the teams real quickly here, guys. But looking at this, man, we had, the big three here for the OKC Thunder all average, 20-plus points, so that's crazy. Zach LaVine dropping 20 like that, 25 for Damian Lillard. But yeah, man, I'm just going to zoom through this real quick here. So if you do want to, oh my God, LeBron James, 25 points. All right, man, that's what I'm talking about, baby. If you do want to, look at your team more closer, feel free to just pause the video on your team, and that should be good. I saw Gordon Hayward was back to his 20 points per game self. But yeah, man, Pacers, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Wow, they actually didn't score all that much. That's actually kind of crazy. I thought they were going to do a little bit better than that. All right, that should be all the teams. League leaders out there. Of course, we got Stephen Curry as the leading scorer. DeMar DeRozan actually the second leading scorer. He's having a pretty dang good season for the San Antonio Spurs, I would say. I think he's actually a really good fit for that squad, so I am happy for him, because sometimes, you know, you get into a system, you go to a different team, and it just doesn't quite work out for you anymore. But here we go. We do have the first round. I'm going to predict, I still think the Pacers. No, I'm going to say Boston, I'm sorry, Cleveland and Chicago versus, we're going to say OKC, and you still got to go with the Golden State Warriors. Simulate current round, see who makes it, see who loses. And yeah, if you guys do want me to do some more of these what if videos, I love doing these. It's so much fun because it gives me a good opportunity to like talk about current stuff in the NBA. So if you ever got your ideas, let me know in the comment section below. Send me a message on Twitter at KrispyFlakes2K. DMs are always open. Denver Nuggets got knocked out. Lakers knocked out. Clippers gone. All right, so we got OKC, Minnesota, Golden State, New Orleans, Toronto, Atlanta, Chicago, and Cleveland. Simulate current round here. See if LeBron James has Chicago's number. Not looking like, oh, it's actually a tied series down there. 3-2 for them. Timberwolves are gone. Pelicans gone. We have the Cavaliers gone and the Raptors gone. So we actually, the Atlanta, wow, man. The Atlanta Hawks? So y'all tell me you're going to add on Al Horford, and the Al Horford effect is going to take over. I guess it looks like it's Trae Young though playing like an MVP. So 2K loves Trae Young for some reason, man. And I don't know why. I feel like he's a good player, but I don't know if he's quite earned that 2K simulation respect. Yeah, that's not even the Boston Celtics have earned that. But we do have the Bulls and Thunder. I believe those are the two teams I was talking about. Simulate current round, see who wins this. And it looks like it is going to be okay. Oh, maybe not, man. Oh, yes. In a 7-game series, the OKC Thunder win. We have James Harden. He's like, yo, Russell, I'm the MVP now, baby. I'm the most latest MVP. Although, wait. Kevin Durant get Finals MVP? I'm pretty sure he did. So I guess he would technically be the latest MVP, but he's the latest regular season MVP. So this is what those stats are looking like in that closeout game. Dennis Schroeder, actually, man, looking like a problem. Would actually be a nice lineup with, like, I guess, maybe not. Maybe, I guess I don't think that Schroeder and Westbrook are, like, great alongside each other. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.